Hello there, I'm Alex Clear, and here in this podcast I'm joined by Danny Lowe, the founder of vitamin gum brand Blockhead. Danny, can you tell us a bit about your background?
I was studying sports science at university and was actually learning about getting things into the body quickly. So half time at football, rugby, cricket games, all that sort of thing. And it started life as a mouthwash. So it was this high sugar, high caffeine mouthwash that you swirled around your mouth for 5 minutes and then spat it out, which was really grim in a number of different ways. But I found that quite interesting as a concept for getting a quick boost because you were sort of absorbing these ingredients through your gums underneath your tongue, through what's called the buccal mucosa, which is a really quick way of getting things into the body. And then so I found that interesting. Knew that would never ever catch on though, because and then it would be absolutely horrible if it did catch on. But sort of from there, sort of got thinking about ideas and the rest of it, and sort of started developing the energy gum. So it was I put caffeine and vitamins in it, mostly the caffeine because it's one of the only things that's actually shown to have an actual performance benefit to it. So started working with a manufacturer on that, and in my final year of uni, received the first batch of samples and just sort of sold it to friends and then got it into the local university stores, and sort of it went from there really.
How does gum fit in with what you're trying to deliver, and how does it fit in with the lifestyles of your target audience?
So gum's already kind of quite a proven delivery mechanism. So you look at nicotine gum, aspirin gum, things like that. And the benefit of that is because it allows the release of active ingredients. You can tailor the release of them, so you're releasing the ingredients into your gums again underneath your tongue through the buccal mucosa. It's a really fast way of getting things into the body. So instead of swallowing it down and having to digest it, it's just going straight. It's being released through the gum straight into the system effectively. So it works in sort of 5 minutes as opposed to 25 minutes that a tablet would take to work, for example.
Why call your line of gum products Blockhead?
But basically, we got a guy called Mike Christie, who's our creative director, and he was asking me to explain how caffeine works. We had this huge board and we were writing all the names out. And caffeine works by blocking adenosine receptors in your brain. He then asked, he likes everything really, really simple. So he was going, what does that mean? What does that mean? And I kept saying blockhead, blockhead. And we wrote that down as a name, and we came back to it the next day, and Blockhead was the only one we could remember out of thousands of names. So we went with that.
Energy drinks and chewing gum probably aren't famed for their naturalness. So is it difficult to persuade people that Blockhead is natural and that it's not just full of artificial ingredients?
Not really. In the mostly, like, we're focused on sort of delivering a sort of an energy boost benefit side of things. So like our product isn't completely natural. We're actually working on making one that is completely natural, but there are some artificial like sweeteners and things in it. But we've been more focusing on like delivering the most efficacious product we can do really, with both the energy and the vitamin gum. So it's not really been. I know natural is a big thing at the moment, but it's not really been. We've not really had too much pushback on that side of things.
Can you tell us more about the products you have on offer?
So we've got the energy gum, which is a peppermint energy gum, so it's quite a strong mint. Um, each piece is the equivalent of an espresso coffee, and it contains B vitamins as well as ginseng as well. So it's caffeine, vitamins, and ginseng. And it's completely sugar free as well. So all of our products are sugar free. So it's actually good for your teeth. And then we've also got a vitamin gum, which was actually born out of. I've got a few friends doing PhDs on vitamin D and looking at the rising rates in the UK of vitamin D deficiencies. And we sort of thought, well, if there's a problem here, you look at what's on the market at the moment, and it's either pills or sort of effervescent tablets, which isn't a particularly exciting or fun way of supplementing. So we thought we'd make a really nice lemon zesty chewing gum, which you could chew on your way to work, on a train, leave it on your desk, and just get a really nice, enjoyable experience. So that's actually got vitamin. It's got your 100% of 2 pieces, 100% of your daily recommended intake of vitamin D, C, B, and A. And it's interesting. That's much bigger over the winter times, as you'd expect, because the vitamin, no one's getting enough sunlight anymore. Oh, well, not some people are, but over the winter periods, there's not enough sun in the UK, so it's a nice way of adding to that.
Are you looking into things that you could do that could surpass gum?
Yeah, there's so many different opportunities that we can look at within gum. At the moment, we're looking at things, for sort of the calming market side of things. So for just if you're wanting to chill out or rest or something along that side of things, which is really interesting, especially with the amount of stress that people are under nowadays. So we're looking at exploring that side of things, but it's not just chewing gum that we're interested in. It's just confectionery in general. So we're looking at sweets and other things like that, but we're looking to sort of innovate within.
How far are you in terms of things like, calming confectionery?
Pretty close. Like kind of next year is when we're hoping to launch a new range of gum and also some sweets as well, sort of from between January and March next year.
And was this your first experience of starting a brand?
Yes. Yeah.
How have you found it?
Yeah. To be honest, I thought originally when I had a product and was getting great responses from it, I thought that you would just get a meeting with a big retailer and then that would be it. But very, very naively, but have subsequently found it really good fun. But there's just so many different elements to it which you need to consider. So like the marketing side of things, the sales side of things, making sure your pitch is right, and then actually just making sure that the product's on shelf and selling well is a sort of the final part of it. But I guess we concentrated solely on making the products as best we could at the beginning and then sort of took it from there. So it's been really interesting.
After the next few months, after your next product releases, where do you want the brand to go after that?
Yeah, well, we would like to take it worldwide, really. Keep adding innovative products that we think, fulfill a real need. So keep adding to that, keep innovating on a product basis, but also expand our distribution. Have really exciting marketing that sort of matches the product. So it's also fighting a cause on that front as well, and just keep expanding it from there. Really.
Great, Danny. Thanks for your time.
No problem.